Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading from December 27th, 2021 through January 2nd, 2022. In this reading, we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies, as well as any energies the universe wants you to keep in mind this week, Aquarius. That is so interesting. Gemini got the same Page of Swords, Page of Wands side by side in the recent past. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, this reading may resonate with you. Okay, Aquarius, the main energy that you're going to be dealing with this week is the Page of Pentacles. You're slowly realizing something, learning something, or there's something that you're putting very, very minimal effort into. We'll see when we clarify. In the recent past, you get the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Fool. You're showing up here as the Page of Swords. There's something here, something or someone, which is piquing your interest. You're kind of like really fresh, beautiful, clean energy where you're like, ooh, I love this. No worries, no concerns. Something very brand new, very fresh. I love it. In the recent past. In the current situation, you get the Two of Swords, the Temperance, and the Tower. There's a little bit of confusion here, and I feel like you're going through, in the current situation, you're going through a healing process, but you don't realize it. You're not seeing it with the Two of Swords. And this healing process has been going on for you for some time. Now, this healing process started as a result of something that came crumbling down. There was something in your life which was not solid, it was not stable, and it needed to come crashing down. It has, or it did in the distant past. And I see you in the current situation healing, but not even realizing that you're going through this healing process. In the near future, you get the Six of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. You're leaving an ending behind. Whatever ended for you, it was a painful ending. You're leaving that behind, and you're transitioning into an energy of loving yourself and focusing on yourself. This is a beautiful energy to step into because you have everything that you need, right? And you're leaving behind the pain of whatever may have ended. Let's take a look. I want to see what this Page of Swords is in your, in your recent past. Two more for the Page of Swords for Aquarius in the recent past. Page of Swords is clarified by the King of Swords, the Chariot, and the Nine of Swords. Okay, in the recent past, there was something that gave you a lot of anxiety. Now, I see you wanting to move past that anxiety, leave that fear, that anxiety, that pain behind. But you're approaching it from a very logical perspective. It's almost like you're following a recipe as to how to get over fear, pain, anxiety. It's almost like you're like, okay, I have to go through 3 nights of sleep, and then I have to have one, journaling session, and then I should be good. And it's like, it doesn't work that way. You're dealing with something which is emotional. You're trying to approach it from a logical perspective. How does that work? You know what I mean? But your determination to do that is definitely there. You don't want to be in this energy anymore. You don't want to be like anxious about whatever this is. I don't know exactly what it is that was bringing you anxiety in the recent past. I can just see your energy. Let's take a look at the Page of Wands in your recent past. Page of Wands is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Pentacles. You're slowly moving towards stability. There's something here. It could be a person, or it could just be like a new job, a new business, a new hobby, something which piqued your interest where you're like, hey, this looks pretty stable. This looks pretty good. I feel like I could really enjoy this from a very grounded perspective. Now, I feel like this isn't just, you came across this thing. You were slowly, intuitively being guided in this direction. So this could be a person if you're dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or it could just be something which brings instability, right? It could be like you've been really called to pursue a hobby or pursue a new business. And in the recent past, you're like, you know what? Fine, I'm going to do it. Now, you may see it as like, oh, this is just something that happened overnight. Your intuition was the one that was slowly guiding you in this direction. But I don't know what that is. That looks more like a career or a job or something like that in the 3D world. Let's take a look at the Fool in your recent past. This is really beautiful energy, and I'm wondering what it's tied up to for you. What? Are you playing me? The Fool is clarified by the Fool again, the Four of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're stepping into completely or you stepped into beautiful, carefree energy in the recent past. It's almost like you knew that in order for you to heal, in order for you to achieve inner balance, you needed to completely wipe the slate clean from all the anxiety, all the fear, anything that was holding you back, anything that wasn't balanced, wasn't centered, wasn't grounded for you. Anything that felt even a little off. With this energy, I see you just being like, away with you, and completely just dismissing it and getting rid of it, and stepping into like incredibly like carefree energy. But this carefree energy came about as a result of you healing and balancing out your energies. So I see whatever was giving you some anxiety and pain in the recent past, you also focused on healing that. Very cool. Let's take a look at the Two of Swords in your current situation. So far, this is a bit of a vague reading, Aquarius. I'm not seeing anything that's like standing out, but let's see. Two of Swords is clarified by the Emperor, the Five of Swords, and the Moon. Okay, there's something that you're not seeing here in the current situation. It's showing up as someone or something that appears very stable. And it could also be you, where you're like, yeah, I'm completely stable, I'm good, I'm grounded, you know, I'm very, very confident, I have everything that I need, I've gone through the healing process. There's something that you're not seeing. With the Five of Swords, you may even be lying to yourself about just how good you are, how confident you are, how, like, nothing bothers you, right? And sometimes we do that. Sometimes as we go through the healing process, or as we work on balancing our energies, we're like, oh, okay, I'm feeling better, everything feels good, I must be good. You're not seeing that there is still more work to do. So yeah, you may have touched like 30% of everything that needed to be worked on, but there's still 70% which you don't want to look at here. This is the energy that I'm getting. See how she has a blindfold on? She could pull the blindfold off and just get up and walk away, but she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to pull the blindfold off because she doesn't want to see the situation for what it is, and I feel like that's your energy. You don't want to see the bigger picture. With regards to yourself, I don't feel like this has to do with anybody else. I feel like this is you. You're kind of like, no, I'm good. It's like, well, yeah, you are good, but there's a little bit more that you still need to do here. And you're like, no, I don't. Not at all. Let's take a look at the Temperance in your current situation. Temperance is clarified by the Death, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, as you're going through this healing process, the healing process came about as a result of an ending. Something ended for you. Could have been a connection, a friendship, a relationship. Whatever ended for you, that's what sent you into the healing process. Now, in the recent past, you started the healing, you balanced out your energies, and I feel like you think you're done in the current situation, and Spirit is here to let me know, like, no, there's still more. You can't just, like, you know, expect that just because you think you're done. There's still more energy for you here to work with regards to this ending. There's you and this person may need to figure out a way to collaborate, or you just may need to figure out a way to feel, how do I explain this? To feel like grounded and stable within your energy, but independent of this person, independent of this connection, right? This connection is showing up in the 3D world as over. Energetically, there's still something to work with here, but in the 3D world, it's showing up as over. However, you are kind of like not willing to look at the additional work that needs to be done tied up to this. I hope I'm making sense, Aquarius. I don't know how to like phrase it any differently. Let's take a look at the Tower in your current situation. Yep, there you go. There you go. Tower is clarified by the King of Cups, Three of Swords, Eight of Cups. Remember how I said you still have more work to do, but you don't want to look at that? You don't want to look at the work that's left to be done. You are telling yourself, you're lying to yourself actively that everything is good, you're completely good, you're done with the work. That work is going to come back up. That emotional pain that you have not processed, tied up to somebody that you still have love for, is going to come back up. It's like a buoy. You can only push it down so far for so long until it resurfaces, because there's still more work here for you to be done. You are still emotionally attached to this connection, whether you realize it or not, whether you admit it to yourself or not. And that emotional attachment paired with the pain, the unprocessed emotional pain, is what's going to be coming up for you energetically in the current situation, because you do still have love for this person. Let's take a look at the Six of Swords in the near future. Okay. The Nine of Cups came out, but I only take 3 cards. So for the Six of Swords in the near future, you get the Temperance, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Temperance was tied up to you having to work with this person and heal something in the connection. In the near future, I see you walking away and leaving behind that pain, that regret, that anything that is tied up to this past connection, which is not positive energy. You're holding on to the good memories, but I see you slowly working on releasing all the negative memories, all the pain, all the regret, all the shoulda, woulda, couldas tied up to this person and this connection, and slowly learning to open up your heart again, which is beautiful. Because after you process this emotional pain, the last bit of it that you didn't process, you're processing it in the current situation. Once you do that, your heart is open again. It starts opening again, and that emits a beautiful energy. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords in your near future. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, in the world. Yeah, it's showing up as done. You and this connection in the 3D world. In the 3D world, this connection is showing up as done. It's giving you a little bit of, taking up a lot of like mental energy is what I'm trying to say. You are thinking about this. You're thinking about how it ended, why it ended. Maybe there's more you could have done. Maybe there's more they could have done. But the only reason you're doing this is not because you have any regret or remorse. You work through that. It's because you still feel an emotional connection to this person. But in the 3D world, it's showing up as this cycle is closed. This connection is closed. It's done. Again, in the 3D world, energetically, you guys are still showing up very much connected. But in the 3D world, it is showing up as done. Let's take a look at the Queen of Pentacles in the near future, closing out your reading. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, once you close out this cycle, once you, in the near future, process your pain, process your emotions, let go of everything that is tying you to that past person, and you close out that cycle, you step into a very independent, very balanced energy of, I literally have everything that I need inside of me. And it's not just like, you tell yourself, no, you genuinely feel like I'm good. I'm really good. Not like I'm good in the current situation where you're lying to yourself about it. You're actually good in the near future. Whatever was holding you back, whatever hardship you have, whatever felt difficult for you, I feel like you're overcoming that and you're entering a phase of a new beginning, but it's coming from a place of passion. It's almost like you're feeling guided for whatever this new beginning is. And it's really, really good energy. It's showing up as really, really beautiful energy. Man, at first this reading was so vague. I was like, what is going on? Come on. And then in the current situation, it opened up. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's see what the universe has for you this week, Aquarius. Ooh. I was not expecting that. From the universe, you get the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Lovers. There's a connection here. It's a very intense connection between you and somebody else, possibly even an earth sign. You are showing me that this connection brings you emotional fulfillment. It could be in the recent past. Remember how I said you're being intuitively guided in this direction? You could be, your spirit is intuitively guiding you in the direction of somebody, okay? This could be somebody very, very stable, very, very grounded. But I don't feel like you're fully entertaining this because there's still work that you need to do on yourself. In the near future, however, I see this person coming back up and the passion is coming back up. And the universe, spirit is here to show me like, yeah, this person, this connection is very intense and it's very, very stable, both emotionally and in the 3D world. So whoever this person is, if you are dealing with an earth sign or somebody that has a lot of earth in their chart, or they bring stability to your life, they're going to come up again in the near future once you work through whatever this emotional pain is. So Aquarius, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it resonated, please give it a thumbs up, and I highly recommend you check out your December monthly and December mid-month readings. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you here for your reading next week. Bye, Aquarius.